fall outside of your experiences. The effects of climate change will not impact everyone equally around the world. Cap from Antarctica and Greece.
That was my housekeeper. I actually needed to tell him to. Anyway, I gotta keep it on to the end because the end is. Let me see if that's here. Oh, hey, come on. Sorry, I saw I got your phone call, but I'm doing a live stream. Yeah, you can just start in the kitchen. Dirk, he's hungry. Oh, will you give him a bone? They're on the counter. On some music. It's my housekeeper. My internet's completely down. It's been down all day. So this live stream is coming to you from Mint Mobile. That's not gonna work. Let's see. Well, anyway, let me play the rest of this. Then I'll take you outside.
Which are the two major ice caps in the world, that melts back into the oceans. It's going to change the water levels and flood those countries. The military knows about this. They're called climate refugees, people whose country is gone because the warming of the earth changed the water levels that surrounded their countries. In England, it's getting warmer in England, a little bit outside their zone, okay? There's rumors that they're now making champagne in England. Okay, that's different for their economy. Because the warming of the earth changed the water levels that surrounded their countries. In England, it's getting warmer in England, a little bit outside their zone, okay? There's rumors that they're now making champagne in England. Okay, that's different for their economy. It's also a consequence of climate change. And in one of the airports in England a couple of years ago, during one of the heat waves, the tarmac was melting. Planes couldn't land. And the recent cold wave that emerged out of Canada down into the United States, it reached the Gulf states, shattering records for snowfall in Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana.
Oh. Oh, it's because of the internet. Oh, crap. Well,
okay, there's rumors that they're now making champagne in England. Okay, that's different for their economy. That's also a consequence of climate change. And in one of the airports in England a couple of years ago, during one of the heat waves, the tarmac was melting. Planes couldn't land. And the recent cold wave that emerged out of Canada down into the United States, it reached the Gulf states, shattering records for snowfall in Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. So I just wanted to add some perspective to what it means when we talk about climate change. Get ready for the new normal. And in most places on Earth, it's not going to be pretty.
just like, boom. You know, I don't know. It hit me. It hit me hard. And I'll tell you what, because, you know, with this whole, the thing that concerns me about our president is game theory. It's just how people get along over periods of time. It's you know, you can't have that temper up there, that volatility. You just can't. Not with the world the way it is, and how nuclear weapons and greed, and my God, we just can't. And I don't know how this has happened. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I'll tell you, it's gotten really weird here. So I had put an ad in the classified ads here in Moab for, you know, a groundskeeper who Gregory Longfellow is doing my groundskeeping, and he's great. But somebody yesterday said, "Oh, I need a place to stay in exchange for, you know, I'll help around the place." I said, "Sure, come on over." And he once he found out what I was scared of. I mean, then he didn't want any cameras. Then he became paranoid of the cameras, and told me, you know, I mean, you're not going to be safe. Like God, where the hell am I living? Now, granted, he lives in his car. And he believes in all the conspiracy theories there are in the whole fucking world, every one of them. And I was just like, I don't see how this works out. I don't. I mean, I have answers for those things. The answers are that's not real. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not real, dude. And if that's real, then how do you show somebody else? Do they just have to trust you? My goodness. Never seen anything like this. My shrink telling me, anyway. So anyway, but here's what I really did think, because I really have, for some reason, decided, you know, science makes preserving planet Earth as an exoplanet, as like, you know, hey, we got the fluke of life that got, you know, we got to live here and think that we see and perceive things, and it's not too bad. Hell, it's kind of pretty, you know, this whole Earth thing. But you know, when I sit up there by that spring and I don't know, I feel like I listen to the Earth or the history of it, because that water goes through all of the different strata. That water comes out of the Earth having gone through all of that Moab strata. That's the evolution of the planet. And this place is a homestead. It's got so much history in it. And I look at these, like the adobe structure, I look at that and I think, my God, what is this whole thing about? And then I see the people around me that are just so, they love to be, they love to not talk about things. They love to just sweep things so under the rug, so far under the rug that it's just, it can't be talked about. And I can't do that. I wonder if I'm gonna lose you here. I probably will. Let's go back down here. But I don't know how to be. I don't know how to all of a sudden just, you know, hide who I am, what I believe, for, you know. Besides, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It doesn't matter what I tell people I am. I'm always me, and it's always different. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know we are all different. You know, but I don't know how to be other than this. I mean, it's like, you know what, here's how I think it, here's how I really feel. If anybody watches Marvel movies, I feel like when I left Utah, it was kind of like, oh, look at Dirk. When I left Utah, it was kind of like the blip in the Marvel movies. Like, I thought, oh, okay, and I went out into this big, wide world and went in all these countries and continents and had all these experiences and met all these different kinds of people. And then I come back to Utah, and it's like nobody thought anything, or followed what's out there happening. or worse, couldn't care less. Really, I don't want to know that. I don't, no way. And then the combined with the female thing out here, my God, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that the 60% of women voted for Trump. No one's been more awful to women than him. Nobody. I've seen it firsthand. The thing about me with Trump is I remember him from the Howard Stern show. He's a charlatan, people. He always has been. He and his family. His dad's name is Friedrich. His grandfather's name is Friedrich Drumpf, Drumf. A proud family of Nazis, which Trump's changed it to Trump deliberately for the perception of that. What have you done, people? What have you done? You think this works out for you? It does. Maybe your generation. I thought, I don't know which is worse, that Trump might fire nuclear weapons or kill the planet, or whether now we're just going to drill and burn fossil fuels and fuck electric anything. Now we don't need it. Trump's going to do away with all of that. So now we're just going to have more and more extreme weather. My God. I hate that I make this so lectury. I mean, I want to do live streams about this because there's got to be somebody out there that sees the madness happening here. It's crazy. And the thing about this kid, this guy, that I was, going to offer a stay here and work thing. I said, well, listen, why don't me just kind of explain this? Why don't we do this on camera? Or, we'll talk about it. I want to, because I'm curious how you get to a point in your life where all you can recite are sound bites. I mean, that's all, and nothing more, just sound bites. And the ones I know to be wrong. I mean, just never having really, really researched. I wonder what this man really does think and what he stands for. It's been there the whole time, and that's been the best part of the con. My God, the country's gone. He's getting rid of the legislative branch. No, sorry, the judicial branch. J.D. Vance is. We can't have people questioning the presidency. Wow. I'm speechless. Anyway, I don't know. How do I lighten this up? I don't know. This place to me has to be about the planet. It has to be about Earth, this wet rock. And that means that I'm gonna very much look at every politician, and for those of you who think that this is Trump, this is so not about that man. It's about the fact that we let a man like that take our country and practically gave him a hurrah for doing it. If you don't see that yet, you will, because you can't get it back either. You gave it to him, and you can't get it back either. None of us can. Maybe, I don't know. Come on, courts. Courts are afraid. Why are people afraid? They're afraid. They're not just saying that they are. I'm telling you, because I'm one of them. It's frightening shit. Anyway, God, I get tense every time. I'm sorry. I feel strongly about this. I don't know what to say. This isn't a Thanksgiving dinner I can just kind of nod my head through anymore. People I know are hurting and wondering what they're going to do and putting concerned they're going to be fired, all sorts of shit. This world is nuts. So Anyway, I'm going to sign off here. It's, God, 32 minutes. Well, I don't know. See, I don't know if it's fun to post something live after you've done it. We'll see. I do want to post this just to keep the continuity of the story I'm telling, and it's going to work its way up to this. You wouldn't believe the shit I filmed up in Salt Lake at a certain hotel. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I want to talk about I went to the Book of Mormon, the musical in Salt Lake, and I have some really cool shit from that. Anyway, this is Kit is on Wet Rock. Thank you for watching. If you did, I can't imagine anybody watching to this point. If you did, man, fuck yeah. Anyway, Kit out.